All right, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Financial Trivia Week 3. Ryan, we need a better name for this, I feel like, personally, but it is
We'll
myself, Rich
figure it out.
Financials, and Ryan. You might know him as Perunga as well. Is that your name on YouTube, Ryan? Perunga?
No, it's Ryan.
Oh, did you change it, or has it always been that?
It's always been Ryan on YouTube.
Oh, shows how much
Yeah.
I know, right, guys? Hey,
It's okay.
over one on Financial
Got like
Trivia.
5 subscribers, barely counts. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you're watching this for Fit Financials, go check out Ryan on YouTube as per usual. So guys, welcome in here. We got a nice group of 6 people here who are ready to test their financial knowledge here. Ryan, how you doing this fine evening in my time, afternoon for you? How you feeling?
Doing well, doing well. Excited for some trivia. See who wins. How about you?
Yeah, I'm getting used to just being, I don't know, man. I'm enjoying. I'm getting used to just we have financial trivia between me and you every Saturday. We had the podcast last Sunday, so I've gotten used to just talking to you though and just saying your name over and over again and trying to have you have conversations with. So
Yeah, there we go.
I've gotten kind of used to it after a while.
Me too. Me too. I hear you.
Yeah. So again, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much, obviously, for tuning into this video here. We have the Discord here. It's the Kingdom. Feel free to join into it. You do have to pay for it, but if you do enter into these weekly trivias, if you are the winner and you think, wow, I know more than Fridge Financials and Ryan together, feel free to pay for the Discord. Come on in here, flex your knowledge. And if you do win this trivia, you do get a free month in the Kingdom, which gives you access to the Kingdom University, where it is mentorships, where it is educational material, whether it is stock option trading strategies and call outs and you name it. There's so many things here, and this is what puts us above the rest here. Brian, did I miss anything? I don't think so, but
I have a 3-day free trial if anyone wants to not pay right away through my WAP.
oh, dude, imagine that, right? This is how you do the ultimate flip it and stack it, right? So you do the free trial Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, you get chance in the trivia. You then win the trivia every single week, and you never got paid for membership.
There you go. Hopefully you're
Big
not
brain
the same
mentality right
person
there,
winning
guys.
every week. But yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, you win once every 4 weeks, then you get the free month still, anyways, right? So maybe once every
That's
like couple
true.
weeks, right?
That's true. That's true. There you go. There you go.
Right. We got a lot of new people here today, and some people that have returned, and we're gonna flex the knowledge here. And again, myself, and Ryan are gonna be going through a lot of ideas, talking some strategies, talking about the questions and everything else. There's 20 questions, 20 seconds for each question. Hope you guys are ready to get started here, and we are gonna be jumping into financial trivia week 3. And I like how it's a classroom background here. It's kind of fitting actually for this one. So jumping into the first question, which of the following is an indicator of high liquidity? Wow, Ryan, it's almost
I
like
did
we
it
were just
again.
talking about this. I feel like.
I was just talking about this. This is also. Oh no, never mind. It wasn't the order. But yes, I literally just gave the answer. I think sort of.
And the hope here is that as we're putting these questions together here, again, give me some slack here. That is the correct answer already. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys are already killing it. So having a tight bid ask spread, Ryan, take it away before I say anything else.
Yeah. So the tighter the bid ask spread, it just means that the amount that people are willing to buy it for is very close to the amount that people are willing to sell it for, and the tighter, the quicker you can exit at a fairer price. That's what matters with liquidity. Is we want to have it be an efficient, fair market.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that, for example, there's stocks that have high liquidity, you might hear, versus low liquidity. And it's about getting filled when you're entering, getting filled when you're exiting. You don't want to really
Yes.
adjust too much of your price usually, because that's how you lose value. So like, if the bid ask spread is, say maybe 5 cents or whatever the case is, that's a really, really tight liquidity usually. So you're not going to miss much money there. But if you have, a dollar spread difference, that's a huge problem here. Ryan, I don't know if you knew about this, but there was an article with a theory that came out of making the what you could trade stocks in smaller than a penny. They're gonna do like half a penny increments at one point. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that. Interesting. But
Yeah. So that
what
was a little while ago, I believe.
Well, what I did want to add is that this is relative to the stock price, where you want a tight, because if you trade like a Netflix, you're not going to get a penny wide or 5 cent wide. So you want to make sure it's about 0.1% of the stock price is a good indicator of liquidity in the bid ask spread.
Right, because if you think about like penny stocks, right? Like penny stocks have usually a lot more of like they trade in like like they have like 2 or 3 decimals usually, and like those big ones like Netflix might only have like 1 or 2 decimals usually for trading, I believe. So yeah, that's definitely Some good things to know. And yeah, again, didn't know if you guys knew this, but again, you can look into it. They were, I don't know if it's actually confirmed or not, but there's a theory of trying to make the increments like half a penny. Interesting enough.
Uh,
Bread
yes,
boy,
that is just
we just started here. We just started,
yeah.
Bread boy. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to tell Bread Boy we started. So Bread Boy, you go to kahoot.it and the pin is
I'm right here.
508006. Hop on
Yep, I'll
in.
drop it
We
in the
only did
chat.
one question, so
Yeah, because me and Ryan are
we,
radio hosting this right now
we
here.
were giving people time to get in. So um,
Yeah. So
we'll wait.
this is the scoreboard right now. Nothing too crazy yet. So we got plenty of time here. Bread boy, let me know when you're in so I can make sure I don't start the next one without you because you did join in here. Let
Yes,
me know when
and
you're all saying good to go.
quickness. Not only do you need to get it right, I don't think Fridge mentioned this for me. Not only do you need to get it right, you have to be the quicker you are, the more points you get too.
Exactly. And Bread Boy is in. So now we are up to 7 participants at least. That's absolutely awesome. Moving on to question number 2. Which of the following factors is generally the most predictable when structuring trades? This was also a question from Ryan. So don't get mad at me. I didn't put
Yeah,
this
I mean,
one.
this could be. This could people might not be happy with this one. I don't know though. We'll see.
Some of these questions, man, I'm telling you, some of these questions you stumped me too. I was like, dude, I don't know the answer to this one. It's tough
Yeah,
sometimes.
implied volatility
And
is the
look at
correct
that.
answer, but I could see why people would pick C and D there.
All right, Ryan, take it away. Tell me why. I want to
Yeah.
learn more. Tell me
So,
why.
market sentiment, yeah, maybe you think if people are, I don't know, you might think that people are going to take or institutions are going to take news a certain way, but we really don't know. The market's unpredictable. I mean, you look at like
Mm-hmm.
Oracle, it missed earnings, but it shot up because of the OpenAI thing. Like, and people even talked about like, I don't get it. So you never know how people are going to really react to news events. Technical analysis that might give you some conviction, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with following that if that helps you. You have to go with your gut sometimes. But implied volatility is predictable. It is mean reverting, as I've talked before. So if implied volatility is elevated, it's going to suppress most likely over time. If implied volatility is suppressed, it's more likely to expand over time. And that you can construct trades that are more likely to be end up in profit for you.
Yeah, man, that's absolutely awesome. I know again it says most predictable because obviously you can't predict it to a T here, right? But
No,
most
of course not.
predictable, basically which one gives you the most edge essentially. If you think about like the casino, which one gives you the most edge to be able to make money in this kind of trade here? Looking at implied volatility, everybody usually knows that when you have low volatility, you're going to be expecting some implied volatility expansion and vice versa as well, as we already know. So, that's the one that's the most predictable one. You know how many times I've tried to chart something out here? I'm like, oh, has to be a support, has to be a support, and then nope, just breaks right through it and just does not care and does not
Right.
stop. Right. So technical analysis definitely is a good thing to have. It's a good thing to help with constructing your thesis and your trade, but it's not the only thing you should consider because I've watched so many people who have made a trade and said, look at the support line here, and then just smashed right through it, lost a lot of money. So definitely can only go so far. And again, market sentiment, yeah, you might be thinking of this idea of market sentiment where you're looking at it where, if the market thinks that, cool. But what usually tends to happen is you don't know. People will say, oh, if most of the people are bullish, I'm going to be bearish. Or if
Yes.
most people are
Yeah.
bullish, I'm going to ride the wave. So you really can't determine how the market's going to react to anything in terms of market sentiment, right, Ryan?
Yes, that's where the gambler's fallacy falls in, right? Um,
Right.
but yeah, but
Ab- Mhm.
to know that this is so not everyone knows this. To know that this is a question for me, you all should have known that technical analysis was not the answer because I don't do any. So, um, but
Good
anyways,
to know for the future.
yes, yes,
All right, so that's all
not
right. No
not
big deal. Going on to question number
yeah.
3.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Ryan.
No, you finish.
As of early September 2025, what inflation rate year over year did the U.S. report according to recent data? About 1.5%, about 4%, about 2.9%, or over 6%. As of September 2025, inflation rate year over year, Y over Y. What is the inflation rate at this current moment in time. This is focusing more on economic data, and it is very important to know because, again, we talk about how inflation makes a huge impact right now with the Fed decision for cutting rates. So inflation is a huge factor that plays into it, and the correct answer is about 2.9%. It's something to really keep in mind about because the Fed wants inflation down to about 2%. 2% is 2 to 2.5% is like the historical average over the last 100 years of inflation. So when it starts to go higher than that, then that's when the Fed starts trying to push it down and watching it. But tariffs are kind of pushing it back up a little bit. If it's over 6%, that was like, I believe, 2022, I want to say, Ryan, was high. I don't remember high inflation. I think it was 2022 though when we had that
That
spike up maybe.
seems right because that's when they started to raise rates, right?
Right. So if inflation's over 6%, you don't cut rates, you would raise rates, right? And now, so things kind of keep in mind about with rate cuts versus rate hikes is that right now the Fed's talking about rate cuts in September, if you guys aren't familiar with that. But if it's over 6%, you're not getting a rate cut for inflation. You're getting a rate hike because inflationary pressures are pushing up prices higher. You got to cool down the market. Rate cuts are a way to try to stimulate the economy and stimulate the market usually. So that's kind of what their logic is here. There's a lot more we could talk about for it, but we have a lot more questions to go through. So I don't want to bore you guys too much. But right now, about 2.9%. And again, if it keeps ticking up higher, it's very important to watch this number. Just like Bone said, glad I was active last week watching Red Folder News. Yes, because we had CPI and PPI data last week. Very, very important stuff to watch in terms of inflation. And again, it lets you know where prices are going up and that kind of stuff. So, Ryan, I don't know if you have anything to add to that or not, but
No, I don't have anything to add for this other than, triple witching next Friday. That's all I know. But oh, I will say what I was going to say about technical analysis. No shade on anyone who does technical analysis. It's okay if you do it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to
okay.
do. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, don't give him any heat in the comments, guys. All
Yeah,
right, we
yeah.
don't need any
Don't
heat.
don't at me over here.
All right, so moving on to question number 4. Fourth question is, for a margin account, buying power is calculated as total cash plus all available margin up to 2x the account's equity value, total cash or all available margin. Margin, as you guys know, can be risky if you don't use it correctly. So something to keep in mind about with margin. And if you know what margin is, then you'll be able to hopefully know how to maximize efficiency in this case. And that is correct. Total cash plus all available margin. Ryan, do you have anything to add? This is your question. Did you want anything to add to this one?
I would say that, yeah, the only reason I prefaced it with for a margin account, because if you're a cash account, the C, the yellow one, is right. So that's the only reason why I prefaced it. So whoever guessed the total cash, they were on the right track if you have a cash account. But that's all I got. And yeah, you just want to effectively use your buying power and to help you. That's all.
Right. And so taking a look at the leaderboard so far,
Intelligently.
we have at Trey. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm getting it wrong or not. We have Bone, Strat Cat, Mr. Galaxy, and Bread Boy. Bread Boy is up in the leaderboard top 5. Love to see it. Moving on to question number 5. Plenty more to go. What is stagflation, which economists have recently warned the U.S. may be experiencing? This is something that's very, very important to know, and it kind of plays back into what we kind of just talked about like 2 questions ago, I believe. So is it high inflation with very high GDP growth? Is it rising inflation with stagnant economic growth and rising unemployment? Is it deflation plus high unemployment or rapid growth in wages with low inflation? What is the answer? Feel free to guess. Correct answer is rising inflation with stagnant economic growth and rising unemployment. The answer is kind of given there because it says stagnant, I believe. I just noticed that, Ryan. It says stagnant, so stagflation, right? I mean,
Yeah, I guess I read that earlier and was like, oh well, that's got to be the right
it's all
answer. But
right.
I didn't think about yeah.
Yeah, so the idea behind, with it being stagflation is because when inflation is rising, right? That means people are paying a lot more for things. But if unemployment is also rising, then we're not really having a bolstering economy, because a bolstering economy is when unemployment is low, you have GDP growth flying high, you have you have inflation is like somewhat stable. But with rising inflation and higher unemployments, it means the market is starting to stall. The economy is starting to stall overall, which creates what's called stagflation. It's a sticky period where it's like right now, the Fed is kind of in a tight spot where it's like rate cuts are good for fixing the unemployment crisis, but rate cuts are bad for inflation and trying to control it. So they're kind of in a rock and a hard place right now, which makes it this kind of like sticky, staying stagnant period where we're not really quite sure what's going to be happening now moving forward. So it's a big rumor and a big fear that people have that we could be going into a stagflationary period. Very, very risky. So and
Wasn't
Blazing Man said, "Yeah, using AI." Okay.
Well, I think he meant Tran was using AI because he said he couldn't keep up. I think Tran's just in the middle of working out, so he can't really get in there, or they can't.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I got you, I got
but
you.
haven't we
What
been
were you gonna say?
saying?
Go ahead.
Haven't they been talking about stagflation for quite some time? Like this isn't just recent, right? This has been a thing for like a year. I feel like, or maybe I'm just insane.
I mean, it's really started to come in probably after the tariffs and the Liberation Day. So like April, May was kind
Okay,
of like the big one. But
okay,
the jobs market's really been kind of tanking as of like May, June, July. We had the labor market revisions that were atrocious. And that's where it was like, wow, there's a huge crack in the labor market right now. Now we're starting to really see the cracks come through the labor market. So that's kind of where it's coming in as of recently, is in like within the last year, it's been a huge fear
gotcha,
because we were going to be setting up for rate cut before the tariff announcements, and all of April was like a dumpster fire. We were setting up for rate cuts from Jerome Powell until tariffs were getting pushed into effect. And that was like, now people were starting to back off and be like, we can't cut rates yet because who knows what tariffs are going to do to inflation. So that was kind of like
gotcha.
the big problem that we really had. Yeah, it's tough. Um, Blazing, dude, it's okay, man. Again, you come back next week and you hear myself and Ryan explain a lot of things. Don't worry. The more we explain, they'll be like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. There's
Yeah,
a lot of things where it takes a lot of time to not only to listen, but then to process it and then to understand it, then regurgitate it later on. It's not just like a quick thing, you know? So it takes time. I wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about it.
and we're trying to get the other educators involved and make it more diverse. I mean, I know you follow Trina. I think you mentor under him. So, you if there were some technical analysis questions or stuff, fair value gaps or whatever lingo you guys use, you probably would know those more than whatever Fridge and I am talking about over here. But
Right.
good that you're learning either way.
Yeah. It'd be cool to It'd be cool to bring other people in here for sure. I would love to have
We
that. I saw trying to pop in here for like 5 seconds, and he dipped, and I was like, dude, all right, man.
he thought something cool was happening, and then was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's just boring financial education over here going
Yes,
on. Next question: which stock saw a nearly 36% jump after announcing a large AI related contract, including one with OpenAI? Let's see who's been
weird.
paying close attention.
Yeah, I might have
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna yell
mentioned
at
this one.
Ryan.
Sorry, I forgot that.
I send Ryan these questions ahead of time, and he still knows a way to give the answers away without even
Man,
trying.
what can I say? What can I say? I completely forgot that this was a question. I literally
Great
gave
answer
the
is in fact
full answer.
Oracle.
Well, I was like, how
You
do I
did, you
know
did, you
about
did, you
this
did.
deal with OpenAI? And it was this question because I don't remember why they
This dude
jumped.
learned this dude, dude, it was up like 30%. Like it was insane. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe it. I've never
yeah,
seen or like huge company. Usually you never see these large mega caps, the companies move 30 plus percent. Usually it's like
no,
10%, 15%. 30
yeah,
was crazy to watch. I couldn't believe
and
it.
it's a company that's been kind of struggling too, so it's even crazier. Like I don't think they've been doing great. You know,
Yeah, and then they announce partnering with OpenAI, and all of a sudden it goes through the moon here. It's crazy sometimes.
weird. People are buying into AI, huh? That's kind of strange. Kind of reminds me of something with .com. I don't remember what it is exactly, but I think it occurred.
Yeah, I think it occurred in like 2000, 2001
Something,
area, I
we
believe, if I'm not
learned about it in my MBA
mistaken.
program. I was a little young at that point, but yes, potentially a bubble.
So
You are correct, Bone.
Bone just wrote bubble. Yeah, who knows, right?
Yes, because I think during the .com bubble, it was like companies would just add .com to their names and they would immediately jump up. I think was a thing that would happen.
I learned like I've learned what the new craze is right now is that you make some sort of cryptocurrency treasury and all of a sudden
Oh, well,
you
that
go
makes
like
sense.
up
That's
like 100, 200, 500%. You say Bitcoin treasury, you say Dogecoin treasury, you say Solana treasury, anything treasury
WorldCoin,
related like Strategy did, WorldCoin, shout out to WorldCoin,
the
absolutely.
Octo.
But you say anything with that and all of a sudden it just takes
Yeah,
off. Dude, Octo's down it went down like it's like $15 a share. I cashed out like a while ago for like a loss. I didn't care. I was like, this is a pump and dump. But
I didn't follow it because I was like definitely like not touching this, and I'm late to the game. But I went
yeah,
to go look it up yesterday, and I noticed that they were acquired and they changed the ticker. So I was like, oh, it's not even
yep.
Octo anymore; it's Orbs or whatever.
Yeah, but let me tell you, man, if you look into the WorldCoin like project, I'm all in, dude. Not like all in actually, but like I'm with it, man. Like it is
Oh,
something
right.
that's like
You
yeah,
talked about this.
the coin itself is like the potential that's there for WorldCoin. If you guys don't know, I'm not a paid sponsor for this and pump and dump it. It is there is some value in WorldCoin potentially.
I for
Just reading the white papers, there is something there. I feel.
there might be. I was lumping it in with whatever Trump's coin was, but it wasn't. It's not that. It's something different, right? It's the like the facial
Yeah.
recognition or something like that.
And that's what I like about it is that like unlike a lot of like meme coin cryptos, like we don't see actual value. Like they literally have physical orbs that like are being put out like every single day across the world. So
Nice.
there's actually like physical substance there, and it's not just like a imagination like cute SpongeBob meme thing, right? Like there's actual substance there, and
Yep.
that's what I like about it. So I started putting some money into WorldCoin. I got it to the Robinhood wallet. I'm starting to buy some WorldCoin slowly but surely, start to accumulate my position. I'm bullish on it long term. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it
Okay.
a
Well,
lot,
you and Orbs.
but. Me and Orbs. No, not Orbs. No, that ticker can get out. I'm buying the coin itself. All right,
Nice.
moving on here. So we are looking at a nice. Dang, someone's got knocked
Yeah.
Atre off the top of the leaderboard here. I
Is
can just
it
delete him if you guys want, but
is it A
I'm gonna go
tray? Is that how we pronounce it? A
A tray
tray?
or Atre. I don't know. I want to get it right for this guy though,
He can.
whoever it is, or girl,
Oh,
whoever
this
it is.
person. This person.
This person. Daddy,
He.
chill. It's
It's
Anne.
Anne. Oh. So yes,
Okay.
we need to say they or So you got to be aware of
Yeah,
it. You got
yeah,
to be
yeah.
aware of it. Oh wait,
Mommy,
how's
chill.
um yeah, you're doing quite well, Anne. Quite well.
Yeah, let me
But
tell
hey,
you. Oh my.
Bone was worried about their knowledge, and they're doing pretty well too. So even everyone's doing well.
That's that's true. That's true. That's what's up. We got plenty more questions to go here. When selling options, which Greek is always benefiting your position? This is a Ryan question submitted.
Shocker, shocker. I mean, you
Is it
sell options
Delta,
though too.
Theta, Vega, or Rho? Which of the Greeks? It's not Zeus, who's a Greek god, but
No, not Zeus, not Hercules.
I used to love Greek mythology when I learned about it, though. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I remember. The only thing
Yeah.
I used to play Age of Mythology back in the day. That's like the only thing I remember. I don't know, the Age of
And the correct
Empires.
answer here is Theta, and the reason why
Yes.
is take it away, Ryan.
Yeah, so the keyword is always benefiting your position, but when you're selling options, theta, um, theta, well, selling or buying, theta is a negative number, so theta always eats into your profit if you're buying an option. But if you're selling an option, it decreases the option contract constantly, which is benefiting you to be able to buy to close for a profit. Delta affects your position, but if the stock moves towards your strike that you've sold, it actually does not benefit you. It hinders you. But theta, no matter what, will always help you gain profit day by day.
Yeah, and I know that you guys might see people talk about it all the time. You have the theta daddies on after hours, but it's theta decay is the big thing here, right? Theta decay is where option sellers to get a lot of their money because as time goes on, it decays over time and it loses that value, and that means you're able to maximize more profits there. So that's what's really, really nice about theta decay as well.
Yes, but yes, Bone, you're correct. If you're selling Well, delta's not always going to help your position either, but yeah, if you're buying, you're definitely theta's not helping you. So I understand why you wouldn't have maybe picked theta there.
Yeah,
But
man,
yes,
it's a tough
once
question
again,
out here.
it's a Ryan question. He's not talking about buying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. And we got a little bit of mix-ups here. Mr. Galaxy moves into second. StratCat moves into third. Going on to question number 8. If you invest $1,000 and earn a 7.2% annual return, approximately how many years until your money doubles? This is called the rule of 72. And this
Which
is the
is a
one I
very
fixed before we started, I believe.
this is yeah, and this is a very good question. My dad always talks about the rule of 72 with me, and I forget about it. It's a very good one to do and think about.
Yep, Rule of 72 really is very, very important because it really does help with your investing strategies. And the correct answer is actually 10 years. Now, the way it works is that you take 72 divided by your annualized return. So if you average annual return about 7.2%, then you do 72 divided by 7.2, and it gives you your years to double. Now, a lot of people say usually it takes about 7 years to double your investment when it comes to the S&P 500, because the S&P returns about 10% per year. So if you take 72 divided by 10%, you get about 7.2 years. So if you thought 7 years, that is the answer for a 10% return. But if you're more conservative, about 7.2%, you would take about 10 years for you to double, which is why we always say that investing is always beneficial when time is on your side, because again, 10 years of doubles, 20 years doubles again, 30 years doubles again. Like, you're making that money exponentially as time goes on in that case. Very, very important.
Compounding. And you can tell you're a teacher since you threw in 1,000. It didn't matter what the dollar value was, but it's those tricky teacher questions, throwing in extra variables that don't matter.
Yeah, keep the people who are sitting there being like plugging it in the calculator like 1,000
right.
times 0.072 to the like plug it into the calculator.
Yes.
So I got it, Fridge. I got it. No, maybe not. That's all right though. Hey, some people know, which is great. Love to see that.
Yeah,
And Mr. Galaxy
I
still
guess
on
next
top
week
of it.
Ann needs to run this. I guess next week Ann's just killing it. Every
Yeah,
single one
and you want to
you've
run this
gotten
next
right.
week? Submit your application to the kingdom here. We'll hire you for $0 and 0 cents an hour if you want.
Doing very well. Doing very well, Ann.
Question number 9, which is not considered a benefit of trading options on indices or futures? Keyword not considered. Read carefully. Not considered a benefit.
Indices being indexes like SPX, NDX, all that stuff.
In case you didn't know, Ryan's explanation is because it's his question.
Yes. All right.
Wow. Only
Actually
one
did not.
person
This
got
one was
it.
kind of hard. This one was kind of hard.
That's a
So,
hard one. Go ahead.
so definitely everyone got the one right. There is no early assignment risk with an index or a futures when you trade options. They're European style. They cannot be exercised early. Something to know about for when you do trade options on indexes or futures, they are always taxed at 60% long term, 40% short term, no matter how long you hold them. So you can hold them for a day, 60% long term, 40% short term. Hold them for a year, still the same thing. And then access to broad market exposure with a single position. I had to use ChatGPT because I could not think of another one. That's just telling you can invest in SPX. It's got a broad, it's the S&P 500, but it's just SPX. And then like gas, oil, things like that. It's just one ticker for a broad market. And then both avoid the pattern day trader limit. This is a little tricky because futures, you do avoid the pattern day trader limit if you trade options on futures, but not with indices. So that's why it's kind of a tricky little one there. And only one person got it right because of that, which I'm going to guess was Ann. But I don't know.
Oh, man. Blazing Man,
Right.
take care, man. Peace out.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
I'm last place. Oh, dude, don't say that. It's okay. It's all
Thanks for
good, man.
joining.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Have a
Yeah,
good
appreciate
Saturday.
that. Yep,
And
it
it
was
was
Ann.
Ann.
That's crazy.
Ann got I swear, everyone, we did not give Ann the answers beforehand. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in the next one. Yeah, Blazing Man. Hey, hit the books, dude. Study hard. We'll see you back here next
There you
Saturday.
go.
Don't you worry. We're
Or
gonna have you
ask
every
Ann where she's getting her information from.
day. Yeah, ask Ann, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 10. Which of these spreads cannot be used with covered shares? shares? Another Ryan question. Where's all my questions, bro? What the heck?
I don't know. We had a few years in a row there, I think.
Yeah. If he's using AI, I got 1,000 points. Nah, Blazing, dude, it's all good, dude. Don't worry
No,
about
we
it.
just gave Ann the answers ahead of time. We didn't tell you everyone that one.
Yeah, the
So
correct answer is long synthetic. Go ahead, Ryan, take it away.
yeah, so it's kind of a tricky one, but a short strangle, you can use the call side. You could have covered with shares. A Jade Lizard, same thing. It's usually there are two ways to structure Jade Lizard, but the way what you would do it with shares is you could have a naked call and a put credit spread, and so that instead of a naked call, it'd be a covered call. And then covered call, obviously, no one could guess that one, thankfully. Those ones for sure. And then long synthetic stock spread, you can't really use covered shares because it's buying a call and selling a put. So there's nothing involved with shares in that. Obviously, eventually you could get assigned shares if it goes against you, but or if you assign early from the buy side too. But you can't use covered shares. It wouldn't be covered by any shares. If that answers the
Good to know.
question well.
Good to know. I just welcomed somebody and then he left, so
Oh, it's
ignore
Dan.
my comment on. Yeah, he joined and then he left, so I was like, it's okay. Yeah, Blazing Man.
Yes, that's
I'm telling
what
you, I did it for a reason. I did this for a reason. I said you cannot. I said I made it 20 seconds, so you cannot AI this crap. Okay, I learned.
He's a
All right,
teacher.
that's
He's a
why I was
teacher.
like,
He
if I give
knows.
him, if I give everybody a minute each, like so help me, like everything's getting ChatGPT. Like
Yeah,
absolutely
for
not.
sure.
You know,
For
like
sure.
20 seconds is where it's at. I kind of took the idea from Robinhood because Robinhood, when they did their trivia last summer, they gave you about 20 seconds, so you couldn't ChatGPT it either. So I kind of was like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm doing it here too. Same thing. No
Yes,
cheating
there
on
was.
this. You
It's
gotta
hard.
learn.
It's
Okay.
hard though, because even if you don't chat GPT, like 20 seconds, like makes me panic. Even though it's a decent amount of time, I'm still like,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No. Oh my God. And is 10. Are you 10 for 10? That is insane.
And it's
Are we
10 for
gonna get the
10.
first 20 for 20, Ryan?
We'll
Could you
see. We'll
imagine?
see. That would be
No
I don't
pressure,
think.
Ann.
Yeah, no one's gone
But
10 for 10. That's for
yeah.
sure yet. There, and you're doing very well.
No. Question number 11. Theta decay begins to accelerate at
Don't say that,
45
Ann.
days to expiration, 90 days once the order is filled, and 60 days to expiration. Yeah, and let's be positive here, okay?
Yeah. You got this.
You gotta be positive, Peters, not
You, I
negative
see.
Nancy's
I
here.
see you like my posts sometimes or my alerts. So it tells me you at least pay attention to me, which does help you for 10 of these questions.
Right. And the correct answer is 45 days to expiration. This is another Ryan question. Ryan, take it away.
Yes. So theta decay begins to accelerate at the 45 DTE mark. So I put the once the order is filled kind of as a joke one. 60. Theta is always kind of it's we'd have to look at a graph. I mean, like it starts to go, but the steepness really accelerates at 45 DTE. And so I didn't want to put a 30 DTE here, but that's really all it is so if you're buying a leap option, theta really does not matter until it lasts like 45 days. So that's why it's like okay to hold on and kind of ride the wave with it because theta is not really eating into your contract. Whereas if you're buying or selling options in the 45-day window, you're having to worry about theta if you're buying, or it's going to help you if you're selling.
Alex says zero DTE. This guy's a degenerate
Well,
gambler.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying
Well,
that right
zero
now.
DT obviously are the worst ones, and so that's why like the once the order is filled is like kind of an iffy one because yeah, if you're trading 7 DTE, yeah, of course it's gonna fly.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw what I put in the comment section. I was like talking about knowledge and Bread Boy put Ty Lopez.
yeah, I saw who is this guy again? Because I saw a video of this guy. Who is this?
Ty Lopez came up on my YouTube like years ago about like how he was like, here's my Lamborghini, I'm in my garage in my Lamborghini. He goes, you want to know how I got this? Knowledge. And he put a bunch of his books and like flexed them
Okay, yeah,
everywhere, and
I
it was
remember
like a
that.
full on.
This whole video, I've
Yeah,
seen this. That's
yeah. He's something else. He has like his own farm now. He bought a farm and now he does like his own like grass fed like meat and stuff like that. He's like a health
jeez.
craze, something like that. I don't know, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Train love already said congrats.
hey, and yeah, Ann's definitely taking it away. But thank you. I'm glad you love my fun options plays, Ann. I appreciate it. I don't have very many followers, but
Okay.
you know,
Which of the following is profitable, whether the stock price stays neutral or decreases? Dude, they shuffled these just for you. I swear
they
to
shuffled them.
God.
Yeah, they shuffled them
Like,
poorly. Shuffled them poorly.
I'm on shuffle, man, and it still just didn't shuffle them right. Long put, cash secured put, cover call, debt put, vertical spread. Which one is the answer? 5 seconds. Correct answer is
Covered call.
covered call. That was a
Yes.
pretty easy one, though. I think. Right, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean the
Ish.
trick is neutral or decreases, right? Because like your long put, debit put, vertical are not going to benefit if it stays neutral. You're going to lose money. Um,
Yeah.
Cash secured put, if it starts to decrease, it's not going to be good for you. You could still end up out of the money. And then obviously, yeah, that's why covered call is the best because if it just stays the same or goes down, you're going to be gaining.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And, I mean, selling covered calls is really, really nice if you're, if you are bearish in the stock, but you have shares though, or you're neutral, even if it goes up a little bit, covered calls aren't too bad because if it goes up even just a little bit, as long as it doesn't hit your strike price, you still make some money either way, which is really nice. Like the dream situation for covered calls is that the stock goes up, but doesn't quite get to your strike price. So you still make money on the shares and you also make money on the covered call as well from the premiums, in
Yes.
my opinion.
Nice thing about covered calls is don't do them. But yeah, I'm just joking. Um,
You know how many people say that on Wall Street bets, dude? They're just like, man, I
I
hate covered calls so much. I'm just like, for what? For making money on your share price? Like, what are you talking
there.
about? Like, oh no, I
Well,
made money. Like what?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a matter of money left on the table, and I think that's what gets people. I don't love covered
Yeah.
calls, but I'd rather do a spread with a covered call on my naked call side.
Right.
But
Right.
that's
Right.
just I can manage it more, I can roll it easier, I can get more
Yeah.
premium, all that.
Yeah. That's why I
But
follow Ryan on all the social medias of After Hours and YouTube and then Discord and all that stuff because he does all these trading strategies.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with covered calls. I just like to give them a hard time because I've been burned. Not burned. Money left on the table. Go ahead.
Yeah. Would you believe that my Nova Nordisk one is basically back down to like out of the money? Would you believe
Oh,
that?
there
Isn't
you
that wild?
go.
Remember how we talked about that a while ago? Remember we talked about
Yes,
that? That was wild.
yes. That's good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Trade
That's
Love says someone I know has 1,200 shares of Tesla at 212 and does 5K weekly.
it's not
Dang.
bad. However, the thing with Tesla is it's so volatile that if you do get blown past your strike, you can eventually roll it and probably be fine.
Yeah.
I had it happen, but yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess it depends on if you believe in Tesla long term. I don't know if I'd open up all of those on a contract at once, but that's just me. Maybe I want to hold some shares long term. I don't know.
Right. I think what people also tend to forget about covered calls is like if you have like 1,000 shares, you don't have to sell 10 contracts. You can sell like five if you
Yes,
want, and
and
then
that
keep
is a
the other five off
mistake I
the
made.
table.
That is a mistake I made.
And that's what we learn the best. We always learn from the mistakes. We never learn from the
Exactly.
profits. We learn from the mistakes usually. That's what I've
Yes.
learned.
Yes.
Moving on, what we got? Question 13. Oh my goodness. Gemini's IPO on Robinhood was notable for who was up to date with the IPOs, closing well above its IPO price, being the first dual listed crypto tech stock, biggest IPO since 2021, or the immediate SEC investigation.
You're not supposed to laugh at it. You. This is your question.
Yeah, but I just thought it was really funny when it said immediate SEC investigation as soon as it got listed there. Believe
Oh.
it or not, it closed well above the IPO price. Now, let me ask you guys this question. And
Yes.
yeah,
GMI.
Gemma. Yep, yep, yep.
GEMI.
Ryan, do you know? So a lot of people said the first dualistic crypto tech stock. There was one before that. Do you know which one it is? Do you want to guess?
Uh,
Crypto tech.
oh, I don't know. I mean, my guess would be Coinbase, but it's probably not them.
No, that's Coinbase.
Oh, okay. But
I
what?
mean, because Gemini is an exchange brokerage still, so is Coinbase.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, Bullish too. Bullish is another one as well. That's right. Yep. So technically it's the third one. I forgot about Bullish already because Bullish is down like a lot since its IPO. It was up like 118, and then it's down to like
Mm-hmm.
50 bucks now. So
I think they have earnings
yeah.
next week too.
But you know what's crazy is you know what's really, really frustrating, Ryan? We talked about this last week. I was like, I don't want to get into Gemini's IPO, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
best IPO that performed out of all four, I believe. Believe it or not.
It's because that crypto bubble did.
I
It's
know.
because it's the word crypto's in it, so everyone's like, "Oh, wow, it's going. It's going to be Coinbase."
Oh my
God,
God! And it
Anne's
still got it right.
Anne's rolling.
Goodness.
Ann is embarrassing
And
the rest of everyone here.
13. And are you in my house right now? Like, a just genuine question. Like, were you watching me put
Yeah.
these questions in? Because like, this is a
Some
little. This is a
and
little.
yeah, Ann was in our DMs earlier and found the answers or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
No, you're doing very
I'm
well,
trained.
Ann. Good job.
Right. Train love bought bullish at 102. Ooh.
It's rough,
Did you
Train.
sell out? Are you still holding Train, or did you cash that out for a loss at least? Hoping you did. It's
My
down like
kids will
50
sell
bucks.
it. There you go.
Oh my god! Yeah, hold
Hey,
the
you never
bag.
know.
I'm not the
Hey, you
bag.
never
I'm
know.
not the bag holder. My kids are the bag holders.
Yeah, you never know.
That's true. Coinbase was listed at like two something, I think. Then it went down to like, or went as high as like 400. Then it sold off to like 50 bucks. It's back up at like the two somethings, I believe. So it could do
Yep.
that.
Yep. It could. It could. Yeah, that's another covered call story that went bad. Anyways, yes.
Moving on to 14. A debt to income ratio above what percent is considered risky by lenders? This is a personal finance question. Nothing to do with the stock market here. So do you know this one? And I'm glad that Ty's not here because I feel like Ty would know the answer already just based off of. I'll talk. I'll talk afterwards. But
I oh, because he learned how to your questions.
yeah, because he was last week. And Ty was just like, "Oh, look, like and I didn't do it this time. Where I did it live the other one with the I think it was the jobs data, I think, or labor market data, I believe.
You left them odd numbers.
36% is the only one that's not like a nice whole number, like 10%, 20, and 60. And I should have thought of that before, and I just didn't. So 36% is considered risky because you're getting very, very close. Again, above what percent? So 60% definitely is going to be risky because that means you have a lot more. You have more debt than you have. Your debt to income being 60% means you have a lot more debt than you do income, right? Which means that
Yeah.
it's more risky for the lender to give you money, so they don't want it. Anything above 36 is considered to be risky, getting close to that 50% mark, which you don't really want to have in this case. So anything above 36%, 20% is not too bad, because as long as your income kind of is, you have a good enough income for it, 20% debt to income isn't too bad usually. So it's not a lot of debt you're taking on there. 10%, same thing. But anything above 36% is usually considered risky. 40%, 50%, anything past that is very, very risky, which means that you will probably get a higher interest rate as a result. And Ann is 14 for 14, Ryan.
Killing it, Ann. Killing it.
Absolutely killing it. Mr. Galaxy, I need you to do better, okay? If you don't mind, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, come on, Tyler. You're an educator,
What are
Tyler.
we
Come
doing?
on.
What
Yeah,
are we doing here? Come on.
come on.
What are we doing? 15. Question 15. Using the 1017 expiration, which trade has the highest probability of profit? POP. This is a Ryan question. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
70, that's a delta sign, by the way. 70 delta long call, 70 delta short put, 25 delta long put, 25 delta short put. Which one? Feel free to guess if you need to. You can always just pick a button. Ooh,
Feel free
pretty
to
color. You
guess.
click it if you want. I don't care.
Feel free to guess. Yeah. All right. No one got it right.
Oh my
So
God, Ryan.
I
I
I
can't believe you did this.
I did this as a way. So number one, Ryan question. So obviously one of the shorts is going to be the answer. Number one. I did this as a way of demonstrating probability of profit with selling options. So you could roughly say, 70 delta means 70% chance of profit. You could have done it that way, but it's not exactly right. But I actually put this in my broker to see what the answers were and wrote it down. So 70 delta long call in SPY was around a 44% pop. The short, the sorry, looking at all these and trying to remember the order I went. What's B on this? Is B the
B
orange or
is
the blue?
70. B is 70 delta short put. It's the blue one.
I think it's I think. Okay. Well, then we'll say it's 70 delta short put. That's a 57%. And then 25 delta long put is a 21%. And a 25 delta short put is 79%. So the reason
Mm.
the short out of the money put is profitable is because you can have the stock stay the same or decrease a little bit or increase and you're still making money and you're being paid up front. And that's something else to consider with probability of profit.
Yeah, and if you also think about it, 10/17, we're on the 13th of September, so looking at about 30-something days till expiration. And again, we talk about faded decay, where decay was just take over. So when you're shorting an option, you look at 25 delta, that's a very, very low chance of having assignment, and that decay is going to help make you have more chance of a profit in this case. Also, if you do go into your brokerage, you go on like a SPY option, and you pick the 70 delta long call option instead, you will see it'll say probability of profit or probability of whatever, and it'll say the probability you actually have there. So people will say delta is the percent profit, which is true in some cases, but it's not always exactly 1-for-1 is what you might think. If that makes sense.
Yes, 70 delta. Wait. Yeah, you're correct. Not every broker shows you probably a profit, by the way, but like Robinhood
Yes.
doesn't. You
I
didn't
think
do a
Robinhood
covered
just shows.
call.
I think it just shows probability. I'll tell you. I'll pull it up for you right now. I'll let you know.
Yes. You're right
Let
though,
me see.
Tyler. That if I did a covered call, that would have been a trick question because yes, you're assuming your covered call is above your cost basis, you're making money no matter what.
So if you were to buy the SPY ETF 70 Delta call option for the 17th, the chance of profit is 41.82%. So that's their POP version, I'm
I
guessing.
said
Is chance of
44%.
profit.
But who's
Yeah.
what are you looking at? Webull? Option strat.
No, I'm on Robinhood.
What, they tell you that?
If you click on the option, it says chance of profit. It's like another
Oh,
option
gotcha.
on there.
So
Yeah.
that's
So I
new.
think
So it's
that's their
close to
version
what
of
I got.
POP.
Yeah, that's their version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm
So
glad
again,
I
even though it's
stumped
a
Ann.
70 Delta, yeah, let it be known on the record here that Ryan actually ruined it for Ann. Let it be known. All
Yeah,
right. I didn't do it. It was Ryan.
hey, no one got it right though. It makes Ann feel better. The reason I picked it was I just wanted to demonstrate that why selling options, assuming it's high IV, is actually more beneficial. A nurse was asking a question. Sure, Ann. Sure, Ann. Actually, even more impressive if you're at work and getting 14 out of
Yeah,
15 right.
actually. Also, that nurse, it's their fault then.
It's
That's
their
fine.
fault.
We can
Yeah,
blame them.
you're probably still going to win, so it doesn't matter. But
I'll
yeah,
tell her.
let her
Yeah, tell
know.
her.
Let her know.
Fridge Financials and Ryan with the most free educational content for finances. You ruined it for
Yeah,
her. Or she ruined it for
I
you, I
think
should
Ann's
say.
going to win though, so it's okay. But we'll see. Otherwise,
Could you
you're
could
gonna
you
talk to
imagine that?
that nurse and be like, "Hey, you got to give me $30 or 10, no 30,
Could you
excuse me."
imagine if I get like a DM on like some social media just being like, why you calling me out like that on from my job? And I'm like, oh crap. If I get hit up for no reason.
Yeah,
All right. So
hopefully it
question
doesn't happen.
16 here. Which major bank recently made a big leadership change, appointing co-presidents as part of its success and planning? Let's see. This one probably maybe could still stump people anyways because it'd be really following stocks in the news and stuff like that. Which of these banks made a big leadership change, which I honestly didn't know about until I read into it more recently, which is a
I
huge
had no
thing,
idea about
talking
this.
about here.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it is Bank of America. They appointed, I believe it was either 2 or 3 new people, including the CEO and stuff like that. So they're upping, they're like reorganizing their presence in that case there.
Did Bone get it?
See,
Oh,
it was something anyway, so it's my fault.
Bone got it right.
It's my fault too.
Nice job, Bone.
Traded this week because of this. Yeah, hey, we ask anything under the sun from any kind of questions you can think of. We ask it.
Bank of
Who would
America's
have thought?
boring though. Let's be honest. As a ticker, BAC boring.
Hey, tell it to Warren Buffett. All
Oh,
right.
does he own BAC?
I believe so. I don't
Oh,
know if
okay.
unless he got rid of it recently, but he's been a big owner of BAC as his portfolio.
Gotcha. We got a couple pieces
So
high before you, I think.
Jamie Dimon named his. I do believe I read
Who's
that
that?
too, Aaron. You were 100% correct.
Man,
Jamie Dimon is yeah. I'm trying to remember who he. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of it. I want to say JP Morgan. Is it Morgan? JP Morgan?
what she's trying to tell you is
Yeah, JP Morgan.
she's
Bridge Financial. No,
she's telling you that
good.
your question was poorly structured. That's what she's telling you. But you said co-presidents, to be fair.
I tutored his kids in math 15. Dude, okay. And insider trading. It has to be
Yeah,
confirmed.
Ant's cheating.
Confirmed.
No, Ant's doing great.
This is where you get the FBI to like raid in on like the whole live stream and just be like, FBI open up, like you got insider trading going on here.
Yeah, here we go.
Man, I love
Nah,
that. All right,
they're
question
not
17.
cheating.
Which formula is used to determine an options contract fair value? This is a Ryan question, and I have no idea what the answer is. I'm not
You
even gonna
didn't
lie to
know
you
this
guys.
one? How did you not know? You should know this
I
one,
did.
my friend. Well, now you know it.
Well, now I know it. Yeah,
The
but
the
dude,
thing
I don't
is
know,
it's
man.
you really
I didn't know the name to the formula.
yeah yeah. I mean, the thing is that you're not going to you're never going to use the formula, but it's good to know. See, everyone but one person knew. Good job, everyone. Yeah, the
That one
binomial
person, it was me.
the
No, I'm
the
just kidding.
binomial option pricing model was kind of tricky because it said option in it, but it is the Black-Scholes model, and of course, it's a very complex formula. So you don't actually use the formula; the computer does it for you. But
My dude says I just have prices on a dartboard. That. Yep, that's the way to
there you
do it.
go. There
Hey,
you go, Tyler. That's how you do it, man.
that's the way to
That's
do it.
that's an educator right there.
Yeah, I really had no clue, like the name of it. Honestly, I was like, nope, don't know the answer to this. Don't know the name of it. Don't care.
Well, now you know Black-Scholes model,
I know,
and you should
guys. If you
care.
guys ever go on like Jeopardy or anything like that, and you get one of these questions, like you gotta give us credit for like helping you be educated. Okay, I want you to
Yeah,
know that right now.
I don't think I've ever seen a trading question on Jeopardy, but hey, you never know.
Hey, man, you never know. If I go on it and it's a finance category, I'm sweeping the board. I want you to know right
There you
now.
go.
I'm sweeping that board.
Finance for 100.
Yeah, which content creator is the number one on YouTube right now in terms of finance? I'll say Fridge Financials. I'll be like, who is that? And I'm gonna get really upset. But the correct answer is actually Graham Stephan. It's like, nope. Fridge Financials, debatable. All right, next question here. Question 18. We're wrapping it up here. Which of the following is considered a liquid asset? This is my question, by the way, just so you guys know.
Did you bold that?
I did because ChatGPT bolded it.
Well,
Liquid
it's kind of
asset.
it's kind of
Liquid
funny that you
asset.
you picked it because it's kind of piggybacks on mine too. So, Red Bull
Yeah,
is a liquid
everybody got it
asset.
right.
Yes, everyone got it
Everybody's
right.
got it. Savings accounts. Yeah, because your car you got to sell. It's not liquid right away. You got to sell it. And you
It's
have
a
wait someone
whole
to buy
thing.
it. Yeah, your 401k, same thing. You got to sell it, wait for it to go through, then take money out of it afterwards. Your real estate, whatever it is, you got to sell it and then wait for it to go through. You got to wait for the sales to go through. Except for your savings account, when you have cash available on demand. Easy question. Good job, guys. Proud of you. Oh,
Yes.
Mirage is
Oh,
typing.
hey,
Hey, thanks for
hey.
showing up, Mirage.
Yeah, thanks for showing up just on time, Mirage. Only I don't know, an
Only
hour
two
late.
questions left.
What
So
happened?
what?
Molten
Molten
gold.
gold
Hey,
is a
molten gold is
better
a better answer.
answer.
Um,
Okay.
Mirage, we were just joking around because you voted for this time and never showed up. That was all it was. But thanks
I'm
for
not
coming.
joking. I'm very disappointed in you, Mirage. I'm not joking. Yeah, it's Jackson. It's
Yeah,
Ty's fault.
Etai.
Of course it is.
All
Mirage, you want
right.
to join in for two questions? You're more than happy to do so. I
Yeah,
don't think you're going to win, but
no,
you can definitely
no one's
try.
beating Anne, Mirage. Anne has missed 2 questions. That is it. Anne is rolling.
Yeah. Question 19. Moving on here. A Roth IRA differs from a traditional IRA because
This is going to
why?
be a give me. I would imagine almost everyone
I
knows
would hope
this one.
if you have a Roth, it's a gimme. If you don't have a Roth, it's not a gimme.
Well, I don't have a Roth, and I know what it is, but that's just because I'm me.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. See, Ryan, like I give questions where everybody gets the answers, and you give questions where nobody knows the answer
Hey, hey,
to.
hey, 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 hey. Some people did. Anne knows other than one. Anne knew the answer to quite all of mine, although she might have been the only one for a few.
Yeah. Oh, also, and got one of mine wrong, to be honest. Also, so I mean, I guess it's fair, but we're trying to. This is called the Fridge Financials curve. Okay.
Yes, there
Here's
you
some
go.
layup questions to finish it up here.
You don't have
From Canadian.
no IRAs in Canada, Mirage?
They have I think they have a tax sheltered retirement
Oh,
account, a
gotcha.
TSRA, I believe. Why do I know
Mirage.
that? Because
I don't
I'm
know.
half Canadian, so that's why I know that.
Oh, well, my dad's Canadian. I don't know that.
Thanks for your input on that one, Ryan.
Yes,
Appreciate that.
yes.
Oh, it's tax-free savings account. Sorry, I thought it was tax sheltered. Whatever, same thing,
Close enough.
basically. I think.
All right, last
Hey, actors are
question here,
hard,
though.
man. Last question here, and to finish it off here, and G, all Mr. Galaxy needs to do to get it right and to get first place is to guess the answer correct before the timer even starts.
Yeah, or tell Anne's nurse to ask her questions again.
Tell Anne's nurse to disconnect her automatically.
Yeah.
Red Boy, if you get this question right, amazing. Yeah, your names made no sense. Hey, Mirage, at least we're here on time, all right? I want you to know that. Guys, we
Individual
were here on
retirement
time.
account. Individual retirement
Yeah.
account. IRA. Come on.
What does Roth stand for? Like, why is it called a Roth? Genuine question. I don't even know why it's called a Roth.
I don't know why it's called a Roth, but to Mirage's point,
Crap.
it might be an acronym or something. I don't know though. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm just gonna ban Mirage before anything else happens. So that way we look smart.
There you go.
Roth, I hardly know him. All right, last question of the trivia here. 20 out of 20. Here we go. Which factor has the biggest impact on your credit score? The biggest. Not just an impact, but the biggest impact on your credit score. Who knows how credit works? Finish up the questions.
See, I mean, yeah, I guess I thought, I mean, I get why payment history is the answer. I know length of credit history also is like, if you have long accounts, that's a pretty big impact too, but I guess it's not as big as late payments or not.
Well, because if you have a long account, but then you also can't pay it, then your credit still goes down. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
having a thing open for like 8 years, but you barely make any payments on it, like kind of sucks. You know, it doesn't really help you out. Really.
Yeah,
So,
you could have a really old account that you're just accruing interest on and not paying. You're correct. Correct.
Yeah, and it's not really a drum roll here. We already know who's in first place here, but we'll drum roll for second and third place. Woo!
Yes.
Third place we have StratCat. Congratulations. I don't know where you finished last time. I'm not sure. We have Mr. Galaxy, Tyler in second, and as we know, Anne is in
Anne's just
first place.
destroyed.
No reveal. Anne just destroyed it, man. Unbelievable.
StratCat's been here, I think, all 3 times, or definitely this is the second one. And you know, I think you've been close every time there, StratCat. I could be wrong. Third place each week. Yep.
Hey, you know what we call that? We call that consistency, and that's what that's what we're talking about.
There you go.
That means you know your stuff.
Anne. Well,
yeah, congratulations, and we will be in touch. Ryan,
yeah,
is that what you're going to say next?
I will. Yeah, exactly. I'll add you right now, and we will DM and discuss your free month, assuming you want it or want to gift it, whatever. But yeah, I'm glad it was fun for you, Anne. Of course, you won, so that helps. But go ahead. What were you going to say, Fridge?
And if we gift it, we cannot gift to the nurse that you were talking to. Okay?
Yes,
that's not allowed.
Yes,
that she does not get one single free membership. Okay, I want you to know that.
she was, you know, you almost had it. Maybe she needs it. Maybe she does. You never know.
Maybe. Hey, you know, and if you would like to give it to her, we will be more than happy to have her join the kingdom. And then when she joins the trivia, then she won't distract you from you going 20 for 20. And I would love to see you go 20 for 20.
There you go. I think you only missed 2.
If she's doing it, that'd be great.
I think she only missed 2, or maybe it was 3. I can't remember. But
we should start like a leaderboard. I don't know if we should do like a monthly leaderboard or not, and seeing like who has, or you know what would be really really cool. And I know that we could figure this out maybe for like starting next month. But imagine we could this tracks how many people get percentages right, and we could just keep track of who got the most questions right over month. Maybe that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would.
Because then it could be like Anna got like 95% questions right, whereas Mirage got 2% right because it doesn't show up half the time. You know, something like that.
Right.
So as for the YouTube portion of things, Mirage is typing before I even look at it because I know I'm gonna get a shot thrown back at me for that one. So as we were finishing up here on the YouTube side of things, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. 98% of the time I show up, yes, of course you do. The 2% of time is today. So thank you guys obviously so much for watching. If you want to take part in this from the YouTube side of things, make sure you join the kingdom. Ryan has a free 3-day trial for you guys. You can join there as well, and then you get to enter these every single week free of charge. They're included in the membership you pay for the kingdom or the free trial you get as well. This is always fun. I know people really love it. And Ryan, anything to say to the people before we time out for the night?
No, I mean, maybe we put a link for the WAP, but Ryan or WAP.com/RyanLP, just for if anyone's watching and wants to get the free trial.
And how do you spell WAP? WHOP?
That is correct.
Okay, I don't know.
Fair that you need to do that because it's not a common spelling word. Yeah.
WHOP.com/ or / what is it?
I think it's a /.
And then what's after that?
Oh, Ryan LP, RYANLP.
There you go, and you get there free of charge for your free trial for the Kingdom University. You get all access to everything that we have here offered for you guys. Options trading call outs, live trading sessions with Trying to Make It and New Fish Bay Pond and everybody else who joins in
Yeah.
on those ones. And you get access to the podcast we do on Sunday nights. You get access to the financial trivia. Like it's all so much free content that you would be able to get for 3 days. And then if you get the free trivia, you get a free month and you're all set and good to go. So
Yes.
absolutely shout out to you as always, Ryan. Thank you for so much for co-hosting as per usual. Everybody here, thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Yes.